Say, man. Appreciate Mr. Boo Boo Bop himself, man. Mr. Bo got his shouted, man, in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you ready for my guy? Got your black bunch entertainment, baby. You know what it is.
Last time, man. Last season to last longer than everything. First things first, deals on everything. First was first, how you back there running things. Last time, man. Last season to last longer than everything. First things first, deals on everything. First was first, how you back there running things. How man let another man irk them to the core. Wish I would let it bother me. Promise it for sure how I campaign. I don't need nothing. Please, motherfucker.
It's 202, bitch. Who? We like that watermelon around here.
On the track, boy.
Smoking watermelon, smoking watermelon, ass fat, watermelon, dripping wet, watermelon. I be smoking watermelon, titties smoking watermelon, ass fat, watermelon, dripping wet, watermelon. I be smoking watermelon, titties smoking watermelon, ass fat, watermelon, dripping wet, watermelon. I be smoking watermelon, titties smoking watermelon, ass fat, watermelon, dripping wet, watermelon. Watermelon kush, you know how honey do. I do it. Green red bottoms, watermelon shoes. I got that man down. Watermelon juice. I like my water red, and my honey's blue. Red, black, and green. Watermelon hue. I'm keeping all my seeds. Black Panther hue we knew. Once he see this watermelon, he like, who is you? I put up watermelon, coop that thing, beautiful. Keep some goons in the cut, they a shoot at you. I split your watermelon, boy, I'm a shooter too. I execute the move, I make a nigga choose. And niggas love watermelon, don't get it confused. I be smoking watermelon, titties poking watermelon, ass fat watermelon, dripping wet watermelon. I be smoking watermelon, titties poking watermelon, ass fat watermelon, dripping wet watermelon. I got that watermelon, I know you want a slice. You know that thing sitting nice, he put it on ice. He say he tryna chill, cause the block is hot. Let him slice this watermelon and it hit the spot. He said it tastes good, he want another piece. He say it's nice and sweet, bite it like a Georgia peach. I make him bite down, he want it right now. But you gotta keep it low key, pipe down. I be smoking watermelon, titties smoking watermelon, ass fat watermelon, dripping wet watermelon. I be smoking watermelon, I be smoking watermelon, ass fat watermelon, dripping wet watermelon.
I be selling watermelons, dark skin, red bones, snow bunnies, high heels, bank account money long. From the fields to your town, vacuum seals, stuff 3 pounds. Some keys white, some keys brown. Hit my phone, it's going down. Watermelon hanging from this 308, shoot 100 rounds. My lemon squeeze put you on your knees. Watermelon plus this lemon squeeze, yeah, you begging please. I'm throwing watermelons like Brady the Moss. Pay the cost to be the fucking boss. Rolling watermelon OG. Smoke blowing like a Christmas chimney. Do you niggas understand me? Cinderoni or Big P, 10 toes down in these streets. I need some watermelon little freaks. Pop that pussy, Hello Kitty, juice all over my silk sheets. She wanna suck out all my seeds. Make me bust everywhere. The cop, J. Reed.
I be smoking watermelon, titties poking watermelon, ass fat watermelon, dripping wet watermelon. I be smoking watermelon, titties poking watermelon, ass fat watermelon, dripping wet watermelon.
I'm ice cold from head to toe. I know you like what you see. I know you like what you see. I know you like what you see. Down on my picket ring, I'm calling big shots. Send 100 niggas just to shoot up your block. So many rounds, got you praying that it stop. Bullets at your feet, got you playing hopscotch. Hit them in the hip, make them do the baby bop. I was in a CLA, Benz drop top. Hair blowing, young, pretty Tony Cinerone, don't stop. Coming down the street, beating down your block. System real loud, make the bitches pussy pop. Hammer ringing loud, make them call like the cops. Steel to your chest, hands up like you flop. They some fuck niggas, man, I'm from good stock. I was at the Laker game, courtside for seasons. Rondo number 9, King James 23. Walking down the steps, all eyes on me. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. God is watching, non-stopping, lean not to your own understanding. Cinderoni, Roni Boo, my nigga, you look outstanding. The first hit came from a pussy lame brain. Pussy nigga got me fucked up in the game. Pussy nigga name rhyme with pussy, so you gon' hear a lot of pussy as you feel my pain. Cinderoni name rang through the chain gang. Counter state fed, all the shockers feel the same. Hopped out the brown Chevy van, the same color Peter Pan, peanut butter. Listen close, motherfucker, cause I don't stutter. Cross the street, I spotted him. Make a wrong move and I got him. Drove out, left him at the red light. Double back, he was banging on the wheel, looking real tight. I was at the Laker game, courtside for seasons. Rondo number 9, King James 23. Walking down the steps, all eyes on me. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. Acting like I didn't know. 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 Bill Cosby my drain. Bill Cosby my drain. I can't let that go. Can't let that go. Acting like I didn't know. 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 Bill Cosby my drain. Bill Cosby my drain. I can't let that go. Can't let that go. I was at the Laker game, courtside for seasons. Rondo number 9, King James 23. Walking down the steps, all eyes on me. All eyes on me. All eyes on me.
What up, Charles? Hello. Hello. Are we all in? Salute, Amani. What up, JP?
Yeah. Hey, now where's C-Mac? Where Keys? Where everybody at? Is everybody in the house? Can we hear me? Can everybody hear me? G. Hello?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey, now. How you doing?
I'm good.
What's up? Is this my sister?
I guess.
See, yeah.
I guess you
I
got
see
me.
your voice. I hear your voice. I know you. Oh, look at you. Yeah. I know. I feel you. And I love you. I love you too, sister. Look at you. Sounding so angelic. Can I get a giggle?
Yeah. I just
Yeah,
ain't want no
yeah. I
echo.
know, I know, I
I
know,
ain't
I
want no
know.
echo on the show. That's all.
Yeah, and you see, your voice sounds so lovely this round.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where that echo coming
Thanks.
from.
Nah, I need to turn my speaker off, my Bluetooth speaker,
Yeah,
because I was
please.
listening to music. My
Look,
bad.
she sound like a whole nother sister. Look at her, man. She grows. See, that's what I'll be looking for. That's my whole mission is to hear that new sound. The whole new sound of the family members coming together and connecting. Mm.
That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Like Parliament, you know, one nation under a groove, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one
Yeah.
nation, and that's all. You know,
It sound better now, y'all.
yeah.
All
Hold on,
right.
let me see
Yeah,
what I can do
a
with mine.
tad bit. Yeah.
Ain't no echo.
Okay, that's better on mine too. Yeah, so now we sounding cool. We sounding cool. Yeah, so how's everybody been doing?
Pretty good.
Man, beautiful night out, man. Beautiful night out, you know.
Mm, beautiful. I went out
A
to,
lot of
huh?
it'd be a lot of distractions out there, but you know what I'm saying? You can move over that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
gotta stay focused.
I just gotta stay
Yes, sir.
focused, man. Has anybody really been seeing any of the transformation that we've been going over through this little time? From just say from the time we've been hearing each other speak and just opening up new territories, let's bring together on the table. Let's open up on the table on where we've been and where we've came to and what we've seen in these ranges of process of the development.
Right, and where we came from.
Yeah, and I'm just speaking in just not long term because everything really deals with like different eras and different time frames. So I want to just pay our focus attention in the area of the development of where we've came from, where we've been communicating with each other. So I want to kind of stick along that little section. So then we can start making checkpoints. We can start actually laying the ground from like a foundation of this. You know, all of the stack, say like years before we even connected with each other, we'll go with the stack of all of that plus the beginning of where we started at, where we started developing and communicating with each other, and then let's look in the rearview mirror at the development, the creative, the new friendships, the new relationships, whether it's your male counterpart or your female counterpart or however you operate. Let's look at like how we've been able to communicate differently with each
Right,
other.
and how we been able to help each other.
Yes, 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 yes. Exactly, exactly, exactly. Because then
Like
we
I find myself giving a lot of my energy helping people that don't want to help themselves. Like, help me help you. What the fuck?
yeah. And sometimes you have to bring that up. Like, allow me to help you because I see where the trauma is, or I see where the development can be. It's some initiation that has to be initiated, and then I'll help just turn the engine on, the ignition, ignite that fire, that jigging, 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 jigging. And once that part jigging, 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 and then boom, boom, you got the boom, boom. But I just need to help you, boom, 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 jigging, 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 jigging.
Man, we doing push start, right?
we push start. Yeah, the key is already in the car.
Man,
the key is in the car. We push
just
start.
put the key in the car.
Yeah, the key is in the car. Just push that button. Shit. I love that. Yeah, we upgraded. Wow, we ain't turning nothing. We ain't turning no keys. The key's in the car. The key is in the car. Ooh, I love that. I love that, sister. Yeah. Yeah. So what kind of let me hear some development that you've been experiencing. Yeah, excite me or something.
I just see personal growth a little bit. Like a lot of things I let bother me. That shit don't even bother me. That shit just brush right. Like that shit don't even bother me no more. Like
Yeah. And now there are, so now one thing about like being passive with things that like certain people are stuck on a level, right? We might have passed
And
in
then
some of the levels, but there is an importance to help them to identify with it and then get it out, because if whatever we don't express outwardly, hold on real quick, please, hold on real quick. Whatever we don't express outwardly, we have to deal with internally.
Yeah, which I should be having some
So like there is an importance still, like even if we don't feel like that's not my shit, I don't have to deal with it. If it does ring a bell to you, pick up the tab if you can do the kung fu. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Be like, I'll take that fade because I know the kung fu for this one. I got the fade. I got it. You know what I mean? But if it's out of your range, don't fuck with it. Just leave it a go and let them have the win on that. If that's in their world, the win. You know what I mean? But it's something that you could do the kung fu with without creating the drama or without creating a reaction that will not enhance your growth.
Right. You can't give nobody a reaction that's gonna stunt your growth.
Yeah, exactly. Because then that'll throw your shit off, and then you'll have some other audience members that might be like really could have been your fan, but then they see you act out and they be like, "Oh, I'm not his fan. I'm going on the other team. Fuck him." You know what I mean?
Or they'll see you act out, and I mean they'll also show you who really rocking with you too.
Yeah,
so that ain't really no loss.
Yeah, but you know that it works. It's funny on how that one works. Those are wobblers you can't get over, because I've been in situations where the person is really trying to drop my guard so they could expose me in a different light, which I don't represent that character no more. But if they get me to drop my guard, I expose myself as being that character. You know what I mean? So it gets complicated on really being able to stay like, hey, you know what? Hey, I love you. Last night was my birthday and I was with some friends that I grew up with, okay? And they took me out. We did some real cool stuff. And it was the circle. It was really the five of us, the same five that we was rolling roller skates. I remember it was about 10 of us on roller skates rolling down the street like a fucking chopper gang and shit. You know what I mean? But it was,
you gotta learn the art of telling somebody fuck you without saying fuck you.
Yeah. So listen to this. So like you really do. And in a way, it's an art. It is an art, and it's
and still be unbothered.
And still be unbothered, where I'm not even mad about telling you fuck you without giving it to you like that. But I told you in a specific way that, look, I really pulled your coattail.
Like at the workplace, that's the perfect example. You have to professionally cuss their ass out.
Yes, because white people work different, and their technique.
I wouldn't say white people, corporate America.
Okay, yeah, and once you make it to a certain level, because nothing's physical, and we have, as a Black culture, we know how to get real physically violent with words. But it don't mean that I'm gonna really do it or whatever, but I can really create something scary for you. I could create a whole, even if it's something simple, I got a cousin that'll whoop your ass. You know what I mean? That really, I've heard people say that, and I've been scared for other people. Like, damn, his cousin, if he go, I don't know where his cousin, if he bold enough to go call his cousin gonna come through, they might really could tear some shit up. You know what I mean? So, like in the workplace, if we come out of character to other people saying like, I'll do this and I'll do that, that's just us saying like, I want to scare the shit out of you the way you got me pissed off right now. You know what I mean?
No, that's not going to scare nobody. You playing yourself out of pocket though.
But I know eventually you don't get nothing good out of it. It don't come out, nothing comes good out of it. I know, I understand what you're saying. So that's where we have to come out with intellectually letting people know, like, look, I'm not gonna harm you, but I'm gonna tell you this, that I don't play no games.
Yeah,
Period.
I ain't gonna harm you, but you ain't gonna fuck with me.
Yeah, you're not gonna mess with me and have my mind all over the place, and you know what I mean, and think that's okay. We are a smart generation as a people, as a culture, and as a new generation. Because now the pot is so mixed, I cannot really say that your trauma is different from mine, being as a black person versus a native person versus a white person versus a Mexican person. I cannot say none of those traumas are different. They really just hold a strong vibration of energy that I cannot project onto someone else and have them traumatized too through their generation. You know what I
Right.
mean?
That's like trauma bonds and shit. Like that
Yeah.
shit.
So, like, this is what we are really doing. We are rearranging the trauma that we experienced, and we're not trying to keep that trauma going to another generation.
Right. You
Because
breaking that cycle right there.
and right here, and this is an honorary duty as God, as the highest level. This is an honorary duty as like lieutenant level, lieutenant, soldier, sergeant, all of the real deals that everybody else look up to. These are what we're holding. This is a line we're holding, and the greatness about it is, and the tricks in it is, we're holding the line, and we have to know what's the right way to give to the next generation, because even with this
While
line that
still
we're
standing on what you believe in.
what this line we're holding on, we didn't get an instruction manual. So we're basically leaning on each other. We're all leaning on each other. Like you, my sister, most likely have a lot of traumas that I have. Me, my brother, you have a lot of traumas that I have. So we're talking it out. We're in the process of talking it out, where the generation before us, they didn't even give us an instruction manual. They just took the money and ran with it and went the other way.
It
You
was
know what
like,
I mean?
you get
So like that,
$20. You get
that's why we
$20.
found ourselves being by ourselves for so long, in a way, in a realm of loneliness, and saying like, I'm searching for love. Who can love me without no money, without no car, without no this, or not no, I'm
All
buying
that
your way, and
superficial shit.
just love me, man. And I'll be all right, because I want to love you. I got enough love to give, but I've been holding on to it for so long. I don't even know. I'll manipulate a motherfucker just because I'm trying to find some love, see if it's really love. So, like, now we're coming from a real place of grounded love. No twist. We played the best games. I played the most games throughout this whole whatever and shit. The best games. You know what I mean? And street games, the ones that really play for keeps. You know what I mean? And I've been able to maneuver through them and still establish a system of real love within those. But I'm seeing that there's same traumas of all of those games. But like, I'm like, okay, let's get on some real shit, and then let's establish what it really feels like to be loved, because we've been abused heavily. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now let's really find together as a network. Let's put some tools together, some working tools that help us out. And I can't do it all by myself. I know I'm doing a lot of talking, but if I could throw enough out there.
But I know everybody on this panel is comfortable. It's a difference between being lonely and alone. Everybody on this panel is comfortable with being alone, but we can't do everything alone.
Yeah, from being alone by ourselves so long, we'll get comfortable with it, because it created a habit. We've done it by a habit form. You know, everything on this planet.
Sometimes you forced to.
Yeah, but it's a habit forming. After you do something, you chew your nose for a long time. You know, that's a habit. Now you're on it. You chew gum, cigarettes, all of that. They become habits. So by us being alone, it has been a habit form, but that created a callus that we protected our heart, things that we love, because we're by ourselves. And now we're so fragile. I don't really know how to interact like I'm supposed to really with others. But I found other people at the bottom level that's hurting like me, that wants to love. Like, I have so much love to give right now, and I need other people that I could give it to without it being mishandled, without it being misdirected, misguided, or abused in a way that's not consistent with what I want for love. You know what I mean? Love don't mean you beat the shit out of me. That ain't no love. And love ain't, you ain't not trying to kill me neither. Because love I know can kill, but like, I don't want that kind of love that'll make you really kill me or do something that'll harm me, that'll stop my life from actually helping others that love me and that I love, but help enhance my love. And then we all come together as a big lotus flower. And then everybody's like, I love that big ass lotus flower. It looks beautiful. You know what I mean? And we come that close to loving each other, all the petals, all of the essence. The essence is the smell. Smell the essence of a rose, you know, and that essence is love too. That's love. You ain't getting no love in it, and it ain't gonna project it. It won't know how to It won't know how to send off those that sense, the essence, the sense, the essence of the smell of flower of roses. You know, so when we come together, I know it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You say it's so beautiful. Yeah, I know. So yeah, the whole thing is us coming together as petals. And it sounds so cute and beautiful, and it is when we really re-identify what it is to be beautiful. You know, I told the lady,
nurture the roots though first.
Nurture the roots. You know, each season will have its time to grow. So for each seed, like I planted some seeds last year, and it went a whole season. The seeds never even produced no flower, nothing. They just sat dormant, even underground and in the planter. Guess what? I just looked out there yesterday. I got 3 new flowers coming in. Right. And I was like, damn, them mugs, I planted them like a season and a half ago. They went through a whole season, and other seeds I planted came up before them, came up and sprouted and died off and didn't even have longevity. Now these new ones are coming in. They did all of the root work. And I know they're down underground already spreading their little roots to land the ground. So when the flower comes up, it's got plenty of soil under it and plenty of foundation. It's solid. And now they only got 2 big ass flowers just dropping out. And it's 3 different ones with little flowers dropping out. You know, went through all the dry seasons. Went out of town like 3 weeks at a time. A couple of times, still didn't grow, still was just down there. And then just when I got back, it still hadn't grown out. And I added some more water. And then the next day, then the flower, the branches, the water leaves came out. It wasn't weed plant, but it's just the 2 little main leaves that come out that actually make it all happen. So, you know, it's still doing the work. If they're good seeds, they're planted. And we just have to wait until the season arises. And even some of the knowledge that we're speaking on, some of the knowledge that we're coming about, just allow it some time. It might not be season for that particular seed to arise yet, you know, and then have the sunshine, you know. So just still hold faith for it, hold a space of land for that seed to grow. Don't just plow it up and say, oh, this seed didn't work. Man, this ain't going to happen. No, the seeds is in the ground. These are all good seeds. You know what I mean? Just allow the time to come and keep nurturing it. Keep nurturing the goodness, the good behavior. That'll keep the energy going. The good behavior is the energy flow, you know, and then like the grounding, that's the mind creating the energy of thought. And then those work together. And then the energy of thought works with the spirit. The spirit binds it all together. It's like the braid. It is the braid, the 3-ring braid. That whole braid is the spirit itself, binding it together, holding it together, you know, and the spirit's ahead of your body. It's already like down the street away. You ain't gonna never catch up to your spirit. So don't even try it. You just go in your own tangle. You just be tangling your own self up. Just create a spirit of thought and then project that in the area of what you want to go into. And eventually that becomes the pavement that paves the way, smoothens it out for you to walk in the physical representation of that thought. you know, and trust me, it is important.
Make sure you saying thought and not thought. I like this man said thought.
It's thought, yeah, the thought, dot, yeah, yeah. There ain't no dot, it's a thought, yeah, thought. I understand you. I got you.
That's
I got you.
Shit.
I got you. So yeah, you know, and that whole thing is, and it's so funny on how we've, you know, and I was watching the brother, you know, Obama's best friend, Gates, the brother Gates, Junior Gates. He's a sharp brother. He do all of the black, the African history and all of the roots and stuff. But he was saying something. He has a dictionary that he's starting that actually allows us as a black African culture to go in, and it's not Ebonics, but it's what we've taken from whatever the scraps that we had to work with of language, and then reapply that to our way of communicating so we can get closer on to the bullseye of what we're trying to express to each other. So then we're not misleading each other, got us everybody going this way and another one going that way. We can listen to some of the ideas like, oh, that's a bottom liner. That's the bottom line of what I'm trying to say. I just didn't, all of these little brooms, all of that. He just bottom lined it. And then there's certain words that we can use that we identify with that makes it closer to us bottom lining stuff. You know, so yeah, get involved. Find out about William Gates Jr. or something like that. William Gates, I believe that's his name.
Gates Jr.
Yeah, he's very active. He's been, in fact, when Obama became president, he was also a professor at like Yale. And he locked his key out of his door and he went around the side of the house. And then just in that time, the police seen him going to the side of the house. And then they called some other motherfuckers. He's like, man, this is my house. I'm not breaking in my own. Like, let me see your ID. He's like, I'm at my front door, man. What are you talking about, man? Don't get out of here. And then they ended up trying to arrest him and all of this other stuff and didn't know he was Obama's best friend. And then that became like a real big deal of a black man in an expensive quality, you know, old historical district of a neighborhood. And he's walking around the house. He's an old man. He's like, man, this is my house. I'm a professor at Yale, one of the top universities of this country. You know what I mean? And then the police was acting all stupid about it. But he's writing books and he's also helping blacks who would like to, not even just blacks, but white people too, everybody. If you want to find out where you're from, the DNA, he actually has been one of the founders of helping to help identify how much blood you have in a percentage wise and a certain type of region of, you know, culture or genealogy.
I think my family did that, I think.
Yeah, but you have your own. You don't know how yours is mixed up. It's that crazy. But
you know what?
That's how crazy it is. My mom's isn't the same as mine, though. My mom's hers is a little bit off of mine. Mine is more dominant from my father's. So I can't really apply my mom's shit with my stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, so it'll change each individual. It's important to get it done anyway, so you can really identify what your European culture side, because we all may have some European, and most all brothers, all black folks have native blood in you. I don't care. You might have 3%, you might have 50, you might have 80. But you do have native, and you cannot forget.
My great grandfather was a full-blood Cherokee.
Yeah, and you can't never at any time saying you native is just as well as saying you black. You got to hold that same strength of like being native as you are black. You can't like the white folks. They don't even want to admit that they got black in them. but
you being know what? What I found interesting, what I did. I typed my last name in Google, right, and just put plantation after it.
Oh,
and it popped up.
Wow. Yeah, we have a plantation, the Pennywell plantation in England. So like My plantation is still a plantation, and the white. I see my cousins, Pennywell. I know them too. I done met them and all the bullshit. I know it's like, but we still have a plantation. It's a pig plantation now. It's not a slave.
Wow.
We was never really a slave because we had so much character and entertainment of intelligence. So we are always just doing something to entertain the people. So they never considered us as the slaves, like kick your ass slave, but a slaves like us, like they're keeping the company for the company coming for the guest. So it wasn't oppressed. It was like we got a different aspect of the slavery deal. You know what I mean? And then now it's all pigs and shit. You can go Pennywell Plantation, type it in and shit. You'll see it. It's in England. And then we actually got our own freedom and got to do our own independence after, the grandfather and all of that little level went off. And then we just helped build them up. And then we became like, we interlaced with them. We was just like, hey, dang, I like you. I didn't watch your daughter grow up. My son didn't grew up with your daughter. Shit, they didn't like each other as kids, loving each other. And then they married on. So I am actually damn near 50% white. And it don't even look like it. My eyes is actually blue. They change blue in the summertime. I get real blue eyes and shit. You know what I mean? So then that's some of my deeper root history. But I think I have to do a lot of patchwork of my own, of who I really am. And then that's where my compassion is still for the European, no matter what. I can't deny it. My compassion is still for my native family. I can't deny it. My brother, I got my brother I brought back from Las Vegas with me. In fact, he's on the line. He's just listening. But like, it's still like I have so much roots with everybody. I cannot shortchange.
Right.
I cannot, it wouldn't be fair to nobody. It'll create an imbalance again. Because then I can start shortchanging and then lean the balance onto another side. So I kind of always want to steer away from my prejudice side, even though I know probably some of it exists. But I want to steer away from that and really universal speak in terms of like, what can we do to change the trauma? We know it exists. We know it's there. What can we do to help change it? And then like, that's where we're at, creating this platform. We're all trying to get the know-how. We want to know the know-how and sharing information on the know-how on how to become greater, how to become better at what we are and our persona, our image, our imagery. I want to do certain things. My buddy in the Venice Beach, he wanted to sell me some weed on the boardwalk. I said, nah, let's walk down. Let's get all the way off the street, man. I don't know where any eyes could be. I don't know where anybody could be looking at me. So I want to always protect the image for anything that can be possibly not good for PR, public relations. You know what I mean? So like my imagery, I would always want to uphold that. I never want to disappoint anybody. So this way we go into that whole idea as a foundation. Like, I'm not here to embarrass.
A lot of people taught us that lesson over the past couple of years.
Yeah, and you'll see where it comes out like, dang, man, I didn't know they was looking at me and shit. Man, I could have changed that, and you don't know where it ever can come up at. So, being able to always being conscious and mindful, that's where mindfulness.
And then most of the time it's somebody close to you.
And they've been waiting for it. Because guess what? Because you're at a place higher than what they can actually express. And you're in a place that's more comfortable to you than what they can be comfortable with themselves at. I got many of my cousins, my closest family members, first cousins, my brothers and shit. They hate the fact that I can get on stage and talk to thousands of people. They have not hurdled that yet. That hasn't been a hurdle of something that they can actually get out of or feel comfortable with doing yet. I went to
that's
school
like people that's not ticklish. I hate that shit.
Yeah, what I mean?
I'm ticklish as a motherfucker.
You gotta express that shit. Express that shit. Let that shit out. Yeah,
I don't hate it, but it's just like, damn.
I know.
I don't hate them, but I be like, damn, I wish I wasn't ticklish. Shit.
I see now. I know
A
that.
motherfucker don't even gotta touch me. They can just act like they tickling me. I'm like,
you ready to just explode on just a one finger touch on that armpit or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother used to say, "Why you always laughing?" He'd be mad as the heck at me and give me, "Why you didn't wash them dishes?" I'll be sitting up there laughing. It be tickling me. I'm like, dang, he exploding, and you know what I mean, he mad at some of me not washing the dishes. Now he's more mad that I'm laughing, and he don't know what I'm laughing about, and I'm smiling or smirking.
Like, oh, you think that shit funny?
I'm like, shit. I'm like, what this motherfucker tripping like that? That ain't no big deal. We like, hey, we got to get them dishes done, man. That's it. You know what I mean? I'll be like, motherfucker, you ain't doing no dishes. You gonna get woo. Because anybody getting their ass whooped, it's only on me. I'm the only one getting ass whoopings the whole time. So if anything, I should be the one scared and mad and shit.
Right.
Because it's all landing right on me. But I'm laughing. I don't know why, but I'm smirking. I'm like, you ain't even getting your ass kicked. I'm the one about to get the ass kicked and shit. You know what I mean? And you smashing me, making me feel all panicked that I'm getting my ass kicked and shit. You know what I mean? So like, that was something of a growth. But I learned about those tickle spots. That's where all of the congestion's at as well. So I learned how I condition myself not to be ticklish because I did something in yoga that disabled that spot.
That's because you tickling yourself.
But I disabled.
Never motherfucking tickle under no eyes.
I know what you're saying. I disabled the spot because there was congestion from an earlier impact that fucked me up. So it's deep. It is deep. And like I was able to unwind that congestion where the tickle pressure points. They're pressure points. So what regulates my tickle, my reflexes and certain things, I disabled it or I extended it so it doesn't get impacted on like small touches. It has to be like really something that'll impact the reflex. But like for the immediate, like, oh, this little, I was able to kind of get it out of there and find the tension, because there's tension. Are you in California, by the way? I want to ask you, sister.
No, I wish I was.
Okay, where are you at? What's your location?
I'm in DC.
Oh, dang! I was just in Maryland. In Maryland. Yeah.
I'm in Cali, Josh.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, like, what I want to do, I want to start like I would like to, or an image of creating this little forum. And what we do is kind of bring more people into. And then as we bring more people into, when I go on tour again, what we'll do is stop through some of the towns that you guys reside in. And then we'll have like a speaker. And then I'll bring a team with me all along the route. And then not only having it come from myself, but we'll have others in that same likeness to speak along the parallels of where we're coming from. So even if you don't reach me from right here, or if I don't reach you from right here, we have someone in the middle or around on that next platform to catch it, that can reach you from that level. And then we have others going in from that level, and so on and so forth. So we can all start kind of getting closer to who fits, whose puzzle fit. I'm just speaking just recently, today, I spoke with 3 financiers. Financiers are people with money, with the capital that makes makes the dream come true. So they're believing in our dream. Our dream is not my dream. Trust me that. If you guys are right here with me on this platform, it's our dream. I'm just being a spokesperson for our dream. But the finance, the capital, the money that's necessary, I just spoke with the folks upstairs that actually want to finance and help invest in our dream, You dig? So the more that we look unified, as a uniform, like a uniform, all the like a fireman, he puts on a uniform. The cops, they put on a uniform. A nurse, she puts on a uniform. So you are, at least you can identify, hey, nurse, even if you just come in, you like, nurse, hey, I need this help. You know, you don't have no other ideas of when you see that outfit, you know that's a nurse, or you know that's a fireman, or the popo. You know what I mean? So when we connect, we are uniformed in our ideal, and then they're like, oh, they really have a uniform situation going on. That's where I can pour my money into.
Yes.
Nobody really wants to invest money in something that doesn't look uniformed. If you got too many colors on, they're like, hell no, that's dizzy. I'm just dizzy. It might be uniform, but I'm just too dizzy. But if we have the same one uniform, that's why the military wears one color, or one boom, and you ain't gonna see all just a whole bunch of shit getting you all stirred up and dizzy and stuff. You know what I mean? So like us with our knowledge, if we're uniformed in our thinking, in our theology, and our concepts, and our form, the form is correct. Our rhythm is correct.
But all your chakras represent a color.
Exactly. So like, this is the whole thing. We find out where our chakras are at. We find out where our mentality is at. We find out how to group together, how to actually make it work. Even I just not dealing with time, but this is an important thing of like doing time. When you're in a cell with a person, you're gonna make that shit work. You're not going in a cell coming in thinking like, I'm gonna kick some ass or whatever. You're gonna know that's what you'll have to do ultimately. But your main thing is when you go in there, you like, how can I get along with this guy for how long ever I'm gonna be in this motherfucker? Fuck it. I'm just gonna make this shit work. So what we want to do is have the mentality of what makes this relationship work. How can I do something to make it work? Being compatible, just going the distance of not beyond what I go for, but just until what I will go for. If it's too much, if out of my go for league, I just got to cut the cord. I'm just not going to deal with you. Fuck you. Hey, that's out of my league. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with you. But if it's within, if it's compatible to something like you can work with it and keep trying to make it work. That'll be important to the structure, because somewhere down the line, we are all important, especially if we come together to this closeness and we're inspiring more ideas. Like, man, that I got a new energy every time. And also register to your mind, your mental, your health, your happiness and your sadness every time we get offline. And write some things down. Start writing things down, guys. I just would like for you to do that, to write things down of what we talk about or what I'm speaking about in them times. And then on that next round, when we come in, you have your tablet, and then question me back, or just bring up some things that I spoke about, and then see how relative that I am, or how we can also enhance whatever we spoke about, but we weren't able to go deeper in depth in that area. It'll be real important.
I have, excuse me, Godson. Yeah, Jocelyn, I have something that I wrote down last time we talked, and that was really helpful once I looked into it, like you said. But you were talking about that we were all made up of the same oxygen and the same and the same molecules and all of the elements of the earth. And it's everybody has this, right? So that was like such a trip, because I'm seeing us divided, but the universe has us as one, and it's within every single one of us. And that's where the joy comes in. That's where the power comes in. And I get it now. Finally. It's so powerful. It's everything. It's so powerful. I wrote that down, and I'm glad you just said that, because I wanted you to know that I did my homework.
Yes,
you were right.
Yes.
You were right, man. That was deep.
Yes.
Thank you.
Man, thank you. And it feels good. It feels good to know that there's breakthroughs. That there are breakthroughs of when we finally get to surface, to the light of, now another analogy came in Now, in the sky, if you look up at the sky, there's more darkness than there is stars. You know, so there's more darkness in the sky than there are stars.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So imagine as we poke a hole in a big globe of darkness, and then like poking a toothpick in a ball of blackness, and then now we're able to see light projecting out of those, and those will be the elements or the projection of a star. So each hole we're poking in the sky, we're actually poking light in, new light, and those lights are actually stars.
Yes, yes, yes.
You know what I mean? So
yes.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
And that's energy.
Yes. There we go. We got it.
That's the power. That's the power, and that's how we move. And that's why we're all placed in the positions we're in, because we become a powerful part of the universe from the inside out. Oh, that's so good.
There we go.
That's
Talk to
so
me.
good.
Talk to me, sister.
Yes. Remember, I was saying, how can we heal? How can we change things? It's right within us. We all have the power to do it. We just have to know what. Wow.
No, sister, talk.
Yes, I love it. Love it.
Yes. You know, so that like my ultimate, like I was speaking with my cousin today, my real blood cousin, and he's like, he wants to know so bad of what I'm trying to do. This is a big piece of fish that I'm biting off of right here, right? But I understand it. I cannot give it because I've protected myself. I've created a protection force field. It's a mechanism. It's a protection mechanism that protects my heart, and it protects my image. It protects so many layers of my own self that I've seen be damaged.
Higher self.
Yes. And like at this level, I cannot afford to give up a lot of cool parts that'll make a lot of things happen for us. I can't do that. These are like my babies.
You don't even have to. Everybody has it.
You know what I mean?
Not ours.
Yeah.
But we don't have to drain yours.
You know what I mean? And I would like to just keep the momentum going, but I can't give the core. I can't give the real cream of the what to do. But if we work together and you guys work with me, this is something that we're on it. We're on it. I've been around the strongest critics, and I position myself in the line of the strongest critics, so then I can understand where I can have a strong support or a strong argument to support what I'm trying to state. And they always see it like, of course, you know what I mean? They come around. So I'm like, okay, we are on to something. Now, what I have to do is really create a bondage within our circle, a real strong bond. And once that bond is created, the circle is created in a strong bond, then we can lift up. Now we can move. Now we can do what we got, because we know the core is protected, and then the bondage around the core is secure.
Yes.
So nobody's getting in.
No weapon formed against you.
No, Jack, you ain't meet the cut. Yeah, hey, that guideline auditions is already over. You know what I mean? We already went through the audition phase. So like, you know, even after the audition, and then it'll be exclusive members most likely that can get in. But even the exclusive members have to be screened basically through the council that was created from that first level. You know what I mean? And then that's the way they usually create most of these little, you know, organizations, not necessarily like we're a fraternity or organization or anything, but this is a level of knowledge that's not for everybody. So like, it's still some levels that get to a spot where like, okay, we got to lock the circle in right here. Like, you know what I mean? I got 500 friends on my Facebook, and I'm already like, okay, I might go up to 600 and then lock it down where I got to get approval. You ain't just going to be looking at my shit on my Facebook or my Instagram. I got enough friends that just can already do that. Anything more past that will water my shit down. Everybody, because it's so strong, others will start trying to put on my outfit, wearing my shit. And then I'm wearing my own shit. It's like, oh, he looks like it. Oh, so-and-so. You know, and they got my outfit on. You know what I mean? So it is serious at a certain point where not everybody, you just do the openness until we get to a spot and then close it off and then allow others or create another one outside of yourself to create that image for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. But there are levels where you have to close it off because it's generated enough cycle, enough energy. And then, you know what I mean? You don't want just random people just sucking your energy, man.
Exactly. But then
energy vampires.
Yeah, they'd be on your Wi-Fi, just hooking your Wi-Fi up and shit, and you don't even know who the fuck on my Wi-Fi and shit. You know what I mean? Or just on your Bluetooth. But the crazy
part about it is how the universe protects you, and those people fall off. They fall out. They remove themselves from your life.
Yeah, they cannot hold it on. Now, the thing is, if they hijack your frequency, they can ride your channel, though. But if you cut the channel off, they gon' sink. They can't hold it up.
They can't hold on.
They can't hold on. They gonna hold on. They can't hold that ride too fast. They don't know the tangle for that. They don't have the network. They don't have the frequency that it takes, the numbers, the IP address. You know, they don't have a direct connection on that. So they'll dwindle. Sometime I noticed I used to get like a whole bunch of likes and all of that on my Facebook, but I had somebody in there. I didn't know where it was, and I cut off a whole bunch of people, not knowing where the bullseye was. I know I finally got it out, but it took away a lot of my likes. But I was like, fuck it. I'll build it back up again.
That's right.
The quality of one that I know is the right one. You know what I mean? So there's some give off. Like, do I want an audience of just a whole bunch of just, and a whole bunch of screaming audience? Or do I want some like, nah, that's the real shit. No, okay, I'm with you. I see what you doing. Okay, cool. We solid, we good. We good, we solid. You know what I mean? That level, you know what I mean? I want the solid ones because that's a different firm. You know, even at a party, there was like, I had to do a whole bunch of little fake ass talking. I never stayed fake. I just stayed one person. But I had to go play their little fake little smiley. And then they finally carved off all of that before we got to the core. And then I was able to see everybody. I was like, you played that fake ass game to see what I was going to play that fake with you again. And I had to do everybody that way until we all became in accord to like your realness. Pull that layer off.
Exactly.
That was a whole bunch of little smiley fake ass.
There has to be a purpose. You can't just be floating. You got your purpose.
Yeah, that's formal introduction bullshit. You know what I mean?
You shoot without a target. No aim.
You know what I mean? So that area is like, I want to be able to pull the layer off the top, do some quick little, hey, how you doing? Okay, now I'm me. Instantly, like in less than 2 minutes, I'm back formal. I'm back the real deal. No fake ass smiles. Now you can identify with who I am and shit. You know what I mean? So that main thing is what I'd like to create within our groups. As like we could do that fake shit like real quick. Hey, oh yeah, that's formal. That is very introductory formal. But after that, back to me. I'm not gonna lead you to see like this is my character even after that formal introductory, and then keep on leading this fake ass shit. You be like, this old fake ass motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? You know, and even at your fake person, you're not even being consistent with that person.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
They don't even know who they are, man.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's the whole thing. We get into another level, and I have. Like I'm still unpacking, but like what I also want to introduce to everybody on our next arrangements when I get back on, we'll start having like an order form. I have some little exercises that we'll go through, and then we'll talk them all out. And then these are exercises that I've incorporated And then I went to like an anger management little deal. So I incorporate some of that little bullshit that I had to write out from those exercises that they had. And then I'll have some other ones from wherever, you know what I mean? But I do want to have like start building a more structured, as I mentioned last time in our last arrangement, where I want to have something more structural. So then that also creates a form. A form for the levels of each system that we're in, each little range, each little threshold that we'll have to pass through. You know what I mean? So then we'll know how to kind of navigate. It's all about navigating. Right. You know what I mean? And we got to navigate through some of this shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Are there any other questions, or anybody else want to bring something to the table that we can talk about? No.
Breathing. Talk about breathing.
Your breathing, your pranayama. All right. So we were just in. Okay, so important. We gotta always remember. All right, each breathing. Does everybody? May I ask? Does everybody understand the concept of driving a stick or riding a motorcycle? You know how to stick shift?
Yeah. You gotta change
and riding motorcycles with a clutch.
Gears.
Okay, cool. So that's a good thing. So breathing, all right, our life is a series of gears. It's a series of a whole bunch of gears. So we got like infinite gears. Wham, 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 wham. All right. So each interaction that you deal with a new person will be a gear. Okay? It'll be a gear. Wham, 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 wham. So each gear, it'll be regulated by your breath. Your breath. And how you change the gear is through your thought.
Yes. Come on.
And a Tic Tac and your toothbrush. It's like, I was just like, I just trying to make somebody laugh.
I love you though. You know I love you. I love you. There you go.
I like the mood.
Yeah, you always know it's a good one there. All right. So now each individual that you deal with, not all the pens look alike. Okay, not all the pens look alike. So.
But they all do the same shit.
Yeah, they all gonna do the same shit, talk shit and spit out, whatever, you know what I mean? But at the same time, there's different environments. So you can't think that this ink, because it's the same black ink, that it'll write the same as this black ink.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They're gonna write different letters because guess what? This you might have thought it was a black pen or a black.
That's a marker.
It's a mark. There you go. I love you. You're so smart. You're so smart. You know what I mean? So we'll have different indentations, how we are impressions on how we mark his story, her story.
I like the pens that are just glad when you write.
Oh, the smooth ones.
The pilot ones.
That's this pen right here. Right, so smooth right here.
That's on up. You put it up.
It's readily available. It's readily available. Because I understand.
Who got my goddamn pen?
And it writes so good, and you can get all of your curvy little beautiful writings in there and good letters. Yeah. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
And all your calligraphy and shit.
Yeah, calligraphy writing, make it look like you Mr. 1876 motherfucker.
No bullshit with a fell on there.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So like in each different pen, like they won't, even though they can write the same letters, they won't communicate the same, or they won't express themselves the same as the other one. And say like a pink pen right here, you know what I mean, with glitter and all of that old cool stuff on there. You dig what I'm saying? So the main thing is we have to understand who it is that we're speaking to. Is a black marker speaking to a pink pen? Or is he speaking to a pilot pen and a pink pen? And are they compatible? Will they work together? Are they organically functionable together?
There it is.
Do they work?
All you need is a highlighter.
You know what I mean? All you need is a highlighter. That'll gonna work. That gonna make it work. Yes, exactly. It's gonna make both you and me look good. The highlight, yeah, under that black, and then the highlight on top of it. I don't care. You go first or me, either one. It's still gonna magnify the whole sentence. You know what I mean? So therefore, we have to always continue to monitor what is it that I'm compatible with in sending my message out to. And sometimes they might not be compatible to receive. Their gears might not be set. They might not have the gear yet. They don't know how to shift gears yet. They might be trying to still be in fourth gear, trying to go up a hill. You know what I mean? Our
that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, it definitely ain't gonna work. Not going up a hill. You know what I mean? So they don't know how to shift their gears or how to actually shift, how to make the clutch work at that grade yet. You know what I mean? You can only do second gear up a hill. You know what I mean? And that'll keep you at the right momentum to ride up that hill, and the right gas, right pressure, right you might get a third gear in there, but you'll know when to drop back down to second. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. So like that whole thing right there, understanding who's in what gear. Now going back to your breathing. Now we'll speak back into your breathing. In certain environments, you might not need to use a third gear or a fourth gear. You might not be in cruise control. You really might have to be in your second gear. And then you can slow your breathing down. And then you can slow it down a little bit more. And then you can really adjust to your people, and you could talk to them properly and correctly, and in a way where it's receptive.
You gotta breathe in through your nose and breathe out your mouth.
And then it's receptible. It feels good. Now you feel your energy change.
He's saying that level of the breathing and what it does to your energy will go out to the person you're talking to, and instead of them getting upset with you, it will give out a smooth ride. It'll just be a nice little cruise.
How does everybody feel speaking at this level?
Yes.
You know,
I'm doing an event this weekend. I wish you could come out.
And where's it going to be at?
It's going to be in Pasadena.
In Pasadena? Okay. On Saturday? Sunday?
Saturday. I'll send you the information.
Send it to me. Are we friends on Facebook or Instagram?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I can find out.
Let me write your info down so I could. Yeah, I'll definitely be present for that. Yes. Is it a morning event, afternoon event?
It's an afternoon that'll go into the evening.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
We're lifting up the children. We're doing a fundraiser for the children.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I missed the one in Watts, and I really wanted to be there. I
know you did. Your energy was there.
Yeah. Oh,
your energy was there.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. What would you like to give me? Instagram or Facebook?
I'm gonna send it to you offline.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Yes, greatness. Beautiful. Yes. So I also would like to take this time and introduce Charles, which is a native. He's our native brother. This is my brother, and I don't like getting into the native and all of this stuff, but it is important just for this introductory.
Yes, we want to hear from our brother.
He's online. Charles. Are you there? Charles, are you there with us? Yes.
How you doing?
All right.
So, what tribe are you from?
Half Mayan, half Irish.
What's your native tribe?
I'm Mayan.
Mayan?
Ma'am. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Ottawa Chickawa?
I've been in these traditional ways for about 30 years.
Oh, okay. So you know.
So breathing for me personally, it's something I got to bring up with the brother earlier today. It was beautiful. There's a moment of feeling that energy of the next person, and what I allow personally. I can only speak for myself and what works for me. Allowing the next energy field to come and dictate mine. Now, no matter where, who it's coming from, what it's coming from, it's irrelevant.
They didn't fix your phone.
That comes in, and if I resonate with it, I'll resonate with it. If I don't, I'll dodge it. It's not a problem. Just let it float on by. Okay, I'll see you later, and let it keep floating. You know, there's a point in that where it's in your field. Once it gets in your field, you can resonate with it, feel it, or detect it. Now, with that breathing is that pause moment. You know, it's the emotional body. It's me connecting my spirit body, my mind body to my emotional physical body. Okay, so I got to a point now to where in 3, like I don't know which sister spoke on it, but they were dead on point. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth twice as long as your inhale. Nice slow deep inhale. Nice even slower exhale. So what that does for me, by the third one, I'm in it. I'm in whatever meditative state I need to be in to be able to, and even consciously aware of my surroundings simultaneously. You know, my physical, actual, what's my radius? You know, my spidey senses, just like we all have them. Our instincts, our gut instincts. Just know if we have something that could be either dangerous, fight or flight vibration comes in, or goosebumps pop up, you know, back of the hair, back of the neck stuff starts going off. You know, there's these energies, these little alert systems that we have within our physical bodies. Recognizing that and your own specific reaction to each and every and it's key, dude. It's so key to be able to recognize it first, what it is. Boom. Okay, it's this. Pow, pow, pow. Breathe that shit out. That shit ain't mine. None of it's yours anyway. You know, we get to reflect on each other. This is how we grow. So if something triggers me, like the brothers, something in an NA thing, I picked it up in the same type of context. It was that 12-step stuff. I only took the one step and was like, okay, I see the top already. I was took the escalator. It's okay. You know, took the cheat step, and it's good because what I got to see was all the steps, and the one that applied to me the most was if you see it, you got it. Now, if you can see it, you got it. Meaning, if you can reflect with what they are and what you're seeing within the next person, if it resonates with you, you got it. Then that's a trigger. That's something that pops up in your subconscious. Oh shit, I got to work on this to clear and see. Ah, there we go. Then I can see it again. Cool. Let's keep going. Next thing. But you can do it. It's all in you. You already know it, sister. So this breathing regulates the body, the mind, the spirit in one vibration. That's your energy. Boom. What you put out. Stay in your heart. Stay in your heart. Focus on that, because that's your fire. That's your flame. Some people candle, some people let it. I myself, my own experiences, myself included, have let my flame go so much I burned motors, and you know, they didn't need to be burned. They just keep handle the flame, you know. So I need to bring it down to where, hey, moth to a flame, don't burn their wings. Fire. You are the fire, and you are the flame, and your flame is your heart. Let's control that beautiful breathing. Not allow the next person's emotional status to dictate my own fire. Don't get people burned. That's what I need to burn.
And we pivot from Mr. Woody to Brian Robinson. Brian, hey, it's Scott Van Pelt here on Sports Center. Congratulations, your first star.
No,
so that also ignites the healing process.
You can only get to it through healing.
Exactly.
So this, in my own personal process, I was extremely traumatized up in my childhood, and just like the rest of us, we all got our traumas. That's and there's a level of trauma bonding that we're doing right in this moment that you expressed yourself, sister, that really kind of like helped me. Ding ding ding. I was hearing little bells. Ding ding ding. Okay, cool. Thank you. You know, put that on the shelf for a second. We'll get to that when I get a chance to open up and speak with you beautiful people. Trauma bonding, it can be a positive as well. There's always a positive and negative to everything. So if there's a positive, So then there's positive trauma bond. Through growth and our own personal traumas and these ways on how I healed myself, because we're all healers. Every one of us is a healer.
Yes.
You know,
yeah.
that part. You know, you cut yourself shaving, brothers. Cut yourself shaving, sisters. You know what? It heals up within 3-4 days. It's not a big ass deal.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even think about the shit when you're in your butcher box. Same thing. You can do that with your heart and with your beautiful spirit. So they've shown me. I look forward to having more to share techniques that everything resonates. You know, we're all seeds. We all get to plant seeds of what helps us heal.
Yeah.
Us heal our traumas that our parents or grandparents or whoever passed us to us. Because we carried them from our past lives too. We got to heal that first thing. That's what we're here to do. Heal ourselves. And then heal the lines. The past 7. At the very minimum, past 7 generations. That's where we all are here to do that. Thank you for signing your contracts to be badass warriors that you already all are.
Done. That's already done. Yes. Yeah.
We don't pass the traumas to our children.
Yes.
Like they walking with the traumas that they got from mama, because mama is doing the heal work. Oh, thank you, mama. To that level of thank you for mom and our dad and the people who passed us the traumas, and thank them for seeing what it made us become and the growth that we've. Then we're doing ancestral work.
Yeah.
And we heal with our. Then we heal with our grandparents. I've gone all the way back to my grandma. Took me all the way back when the conquistadors came in and murdered her village, and I got to know what a true piñata is. I seen it with my own eyes, and it was very heart wrenching. What they depict, and an entire nation goes around, including 2 nations now, and probably 3 or 4, buy piñata their kids' birthdays and don't even know what the true meaning of that shit is.
Exactly.
It's so disgusting. It's so disgusting. If I told you the truth, I don't want to give you nightmares because it's some nasty shit they did to our people. They did this worldwide.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But we're here to heal it.
Yeah.
So once again, thank you.
This is the first time we've heard of this.
Exactly. This is exactly why I'm saying it again, Papa. Thank you so much, every beautiful person on this conversation, for signing your contract to come be a healer that you already are.
Yes.
We all need each other to remember these things, because we all light each other's fires up in a good way. Not letting some ass come along and because we're in a bad mood, some dickhead cut us off in traffic, and all of a sudden we're pissed off, we're going to take it off on a total stranger. No. Breathe.
Breathe. Heal.
Breathe that shit.
Yes.
We're not here to pass it forward like that either, Pop.
Yeah.
Anyone. I love you all so damn much. We're such warriors. Thank you.
We love you.
Thank you so much for the contract, man. It's for real. You know, because us darker people are the ones who literally are the ones with the most traumas most recently on this land, what we call Mother Earth in Turtle Island.
Yes.
That's my people's.
Yes. Speak that truth.
So knowing that before we came, we signed this contract to be that and take on the immense challenge of doing the inner work.
Yes.
I can't do it for you, but I can sure as hell give you all the tools that help me be where I'm at now, that I'm grateful for. That part, that's a huge key. Gratitude.
Yes. Yes.
Gratitude for all my traumas that I received. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. I hope you made me a warrior.
Yes.
Oh, ain't a planet who can hurt me like I can hurt myself.
Because you made it through. You made it through all of that trauma. You're here today, right now.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're passing that healing on through us right now as you speak. Every word goes out into our psyche and returns back. Come on, it never stops. It's infinity. Wow, thank you, brother. Thank you. We love you. We love you. We're so happy you're here.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much for having me. Oh, I'm gonna give it back to the brother.
Peace and love.
We're gonna check out. I'm gonna let the brother. Oh.
Check out. We'll check out.
You checked? You already checked out? Okay. Family, we're gonna check out for the evening. Have a beautiful night.
We mirror you. Mirror means love in Africa. We mirror you.
Mirror you. Mirror. Oh, thank you.
Some more energy. Some more energy.
We on it. Have a good evening.
You too.
Send that information, please.
Definitely.
Peace. Appreciate you coming on, Charles.
Yeah.
Have a good evening.
You got burgers all over me.
Pimpin', that was great.
Oh man, that was phenomenal. I'm glad that was just the beginning. That was just the beginning right there. We're gonna try to, have them on at least 3 times out the week.
Yes.
With, you know what I'm saying, with some real life lessons we can all build with. It's good to see, get some real real history and knowledge from people who actually, been through the fire with this.
You're not gonna learn this in the book.
Oh no, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. And that's the whole thing right there. I was I remember years ago, decades ago, man, just sitting in front of the beach, chopping it up for hours, like how we doing it right now, me and JP. And it was always something to learn, all the time. It was always something to, gather and you know what I'm saying, strengthen my brain with. I know that if people who watch the show could learn the moves and techniques and some of those teachings, that they could, they could live better too. You know what I'm saying?
Reduce the stress.
It definitely, that's what I'm saying. Cause I know, a lot of people right now be smoking a lot of weed right now. Everybody's smoking a lot of weed. So it's a lot of stress. That's the stress reliever right now, is the weed. But you gotta tap into your soul, you know what I'm saying, into your body.
Right. It has to be naturally with the universe.
Gotta get in tune with that, you know what I'm saying, for this thing to really go like it's supposed to.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, I appreciate everybody for coming on tonight with that. That was that was completely, you know what I'm saying, positive and something you could definitely run with. I sent out the link to everybody, you know what I'm saying. I guess they was busy tonight, but it was a good deal though. I'm glad that everybody came in who did come in.
The fact that it's recorded and you can go back and eat from it is exactly what's needed. That's why you need to be televised. You need to reach even more people with it. Because that right there, all the emotions we're talking about, how do we heal? How do we grow? There it is right there. It starts from within. And the old folks used to say, if you what doesn't kill you make you stronger. And he was talking about how he went through all the traumatic experiences, and now he thanks everyone for those lessons because he realizes that he's made it through. And that's the key. We're here now. We're here. We're still.
Hello. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I can't hear nothing for some reason. Let me see. I see the comment section. I don't know if y'all can hear me or what, but I can't see nothing.
Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it just kicked I just froze up. And you can hear me, Amani? Okay. I don't know what just happened, but yeah, man. So that might be a sign I might need to cut it off, man. Regroup. Who knows? But that was a good show, man. That was a pretty good show, bro. Like, for the most part. The Zoom. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody coming through, man. Let me play some tunes and get up out of here. Let me play some tunes and get up out of here before I get some traffic. Salute to the yoga gods. It just disappeared on me, man. I guess it was too much pressure. Yeah. Bitch on pressure.
Haters wish they could. I see them, they playing dress up.
I just fuck her good.
Never treat them all special.
Nigga, I'm from hood.
You niggas know how to set roll. Stomping for my bankroll. It's on, nigga, pressure. Haters wish they could. I see them, they playing dress up. I just fuck her good. Never treat them all special. Nigga, I'm from hood. You niggas know how to set roll. Stomping for my bankroll. It's on, nigga, yeah. Nigga, y'all be dying to be. You come around these parts and you say crippin', they gon' mention me. Nigga, it ain't no half stepping. Fuck rhyming. My niggas been wild and been sliding. Plus we love rich, like the big time.
Yeah.
Niggas say we not, then he got a big problem. I ain't arguing on no internet. I'm front line. The streets ain't gon' respect you overnight.
That shit take time.
You can't be out here playing with your life. Niggas stay stoned down. You really have nothing changed. Still got that navy blue flag. Taking out my jeans. Going against the set.
Yes, sir. Loco definitely put me on it, man. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you, don't lie. Bitch on pressure. Shout out Loco Vision, Winning Circle, man. It's on, nigga, yeah. Shout out my main man, though. You know, we go back like 4 flats on the Cadillac. Hey, man, I'm going to get Loco Vision and Trey TV on the show, man. I got to do it, man. It's only right, man. I got to get them up here, man. I got to get the guys back in time, man. You know, the beef been going on too long, man. It's about time for some bodies to get the dropping now, man. You niggas don't want that pressure. Yeah. Y'all niggas better chill out, man. The joke's over, man. Y'all niggas come back in. Huddle up, huddle up, huddle up, huddle up. Huddle up, man. Huddle up. Man, salute. I'm out of here, man. Shout out JP, shout out Charles, man. Yoga Masters, real Yoga Masters. Real authentic guys, man. You know what I'm saying? You had to be there to see it, though. You know what I'm saying? Some of that type of action, man. You know, man, salute the money, man. Salute Ashley. Salute the real that came through, man. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Where's Jay? Player hater.
Cannot be rest till my motherfucker thumb hurt. That's so hard, my shit got my arms hurt. Smoking exotic, this shit make my arms hurt. Shots at the Drake, nigga, play at the guns hurt. Pop on the harbor, we go get the bomb first. Don't got an average, you know that I'm on. Don't fuck with niggas, these niggas be born. Let nigga play with their face in their loud. Get a homie harbor, he's gone with the Tommy gun. Look on the homie, I can't with no crack. Quick out the drop and sticking with Canada. Get the top out of motherfucking packs. Down that shit quick and we go get another bone. All on my bitch, I feel like I'm Steve Nash. Ice on my body, I shine out the fingers on.
Roof, motherfucker.
I got two bitches that fuck on each other. Glock on my hip, man, we always together. All white J trying to come out some fuck. Niggas be hey man, they fuck niggas in me. You know I'm cake though, you know I got plenty. I hit your block, you motherfucker see me. Chill out like Q, bitch, I'm out back from peas. Smoking back with my don't want no papers. Ballin' real hard, man, I feel like Will Chamberlain. Fuck on your bitch, cause I know you a hater. I saw my nigga, we feel like a place. Call out a bread on me, feel like a baker. Don't gotta ask me, I'm strapped with that laser. Kill it bit bad, but I ain't finna chase it. Camel D rest till my motherfucking thumbs hurt. So hard, my this shit got my arms hurt. Smoking exotic, this shit make my lungs hurt. Shots at the Drake, nigga, play at the guns hurt. Pop on the harbor, we go get the